Cadwell Park, I think it's almost everybody's favourite circuit, and I think it's mainly because of it's so challenging. So you've got a huge range of corners to play with, hairpin, fast bends, you've got chicanes. It's got a bit of everything, to be honest, and some really fast big balls corners. Shouldn't say big balls though, really.
What's your favourite part of Cadwell Park?
The finish line usually. No, my favourite bit of Cadwell, to be honest, is going into the gooseneck, going around Chris's curve. I think it's largely because I like fast sections. The balls is kind of fast stuff where you're really pushing you and the bike, and everything's getting a bit active. I quite like that bit. And my bogey bit at Cadwell Park, I'm afraid, is the mountain. I do a reasonable job over there, but every single time I go over there, I always sigh a big sigh of relief when the bike lands the other side and I'm off down towards All Bends. I've got a lot of memories of Cadwell Park going back to, it was one of my first real circuits I did, beginning of 84, end of 83. So the start finish line was where Mansfield, where you come out of Mansfield is. That's where the start finish line was. There was no chicane, and you basically shot off round a bit of a left hand bend straight into a hairpin. There are various points on the track which do catch people out, and often, particularly on the first lap, you get a lot of people tend to go down at the gooseneck. And what people don't seem to realise is the left of the gooseneck is the first proper left. You go from the start and you're straight into Coppice and up the hill, and that's obviously a left-hander, but you're still sort of almost accelerating at that point, and you're not carrying huge speed or big lean or anything like that particularly. But the left of the gooseneck is the first time you really do throw the bike on its side. Even the first time I go through the gooseneck, I'm always a little bit reserved about how I lean the bike over. And even dropping down into the Mansfield, the next corner, the first part of that, I'm always a little bit tentative there. But realistically, from then on, I pull the pin and off you go.
So why do you hear of people crashing at the hairpin?
Yeah, well, I've done it.
Well, tell us why.
Don't think that it's fast corners that catch you out as well. That the hairpin at Cadwell Park is, on a lot of bikes, is first gear, some bikes is second, but you're certainly low down the gearbox, and you're not travelling at a huge rate of knots. And I think you get complacent about it. It's a little more than 90 degrees, so it's quite tight, the corner anyway. You're travelling quite slow, you're decelerating all the way down towards it, and you kind of just chuck the bike in and you expect it to work, and often it doesn't. I mean, high-siding coming out is one, but so many people literally just throw the bike onto the side, onto the knee, and the front tyre just caves in and slides off there. And even on the last lap, I've been leading a race there. I can remember it well, leading a race by a country mile, and tipped into the hairpin. I was actually going slower than I'd been for the entire race. It was my slowest lap probably, and I fell off at the hairpin, and it's total lack of concentration and under commitment, I suppose. Who knows? Overall, Cadwell is just a great experience. Visually it's a fantastic track. A couple of corners you really need to be careful at. There's bits of it which are really narrow and twiddly and really good to enjoy. You've got the mountain jump to get your teeth into, and there's fast sections as well. So as a package, it's really good. I would recommend anybody to go to Cadwell and enjoy themselves. Get on board for just $5 a month to see my exclusive content. But if you like what I do, you can subscribe on higher tiers for greater rewards.